from Mossville, Mississippi, the Gulf Coast of Mississippi. I'm a playwright, director, film actor, musician still. To be honest with you, I am nothing more than a vessel for God. I just try to do everything God tells me to do. I came up in a home that specialized or more or less focused on church. They focus on, raising a Christian-based family and really was serious about God. But I think what really motivated me to become who I am right now and to start writing plays and to write music and to write movies and everything like that was the fact that I had to find an outlet. I started off in church playing music. I started off playing piano, bass, drums. I remember I would be in the marching band at Tennessee State University, aristocratic bands. I would have my Bible and a sheet of paper and pencil, and I would sit there and between songs, I would sit there and I would play music, or I would write music rather, write storylines about how I really wanted my life to be. I would imagine, seeing my family much better. I would imagine seeing a situation become much better. I became a playwright because I realized that if I feel like that, and I can imagine my way to where I really wanted to be, why not tell other people's stories as well? Playwriting was my outlet. My mother suffered from a disease called cerebellum degeneration, which is basically a disease where over time you begin to lose your balance, and then from there you begin to go from a cane to a walker to a wheelchair, eventually to bed rest. And over time it just kind of motivated me to become more into ministering to God's people. My very first play I ever produced, Mother's Prayer, with Robin Givens, Johnny Gill, Shirley Murdoch, Jermaine Crawford, Will Davenport, Sinead Edwards, Keon Adams. I was also in it myself as Grams, the funny guy. It's Graham, that gummit. It's Grams, yes. Mother's Prayer was written for my mother. 3 weeks right before we go out to shoot the play, she passed away. So that was kind of a devastating thing for me. I do understand one thing though, and that is that God doesn't make any mistakes. And so from there, Mother's Prayer hit the top of the charts, was the #1 best-selling DVD on Walmart, Target, for Image Entertainment. That was a great accomplishment for me. I was like, wow. But from there, I wrote another play called When the Lights Go Out, and that was also on BET as well. And when Raquel Robinson, Clifton Powell, Keith Robinson, Lloyd Polite. My last play I've also just recently produced and just aired on BET was called The Perfect Gift, starring Ruben Studdard and Golden Brooks and Clifton Powell and Darius McQuarrie, myself, and my sister, Eula Frost. She's also in as well. So many other. Jewel Lucien, man. Jewel Lucien, awesome in this play as well. She's in The Hidden Seduction play, and she's an absolute delight to watch and just watch her every night after night. She's anointed. I started my company called the Arts for Christ Ministries in college, 2005, I believe it was. And what we would do is got a few of my friends, my college roommates, and some other people across the campus. And we started putting flyers up around the campus about audition. I'm like, hey man, let's do this play, There was a guy at a church out of Murfreesboro, and he asked me about writing this play for his church. I was like, write a play for your church? I had never even read a play before. So I started writing this play, and the funny thing was, from there, we did the play at this church. It was like a 10-minute play, 10-minute skit type thing or whatever. And after it, God moved to me to give an altar call. Once I get an altar call, maybe 30 to 40 kids get life to Christ. I knew right then there was something special about this thing that God had put inside of me. AlvinMoreEntertainment.com. Check me out, AlvinMoreEntertainment.com. Follow me on Twitter at Alvin_more_ENT. We're also on Facebook as well. Follow my man Gramps at my name is Gramps. Yeah, y'all have a good night. Yes.